So, Luke, would you consider yourself a spicy guy?
Oh, I'm so spicy. Look at me.
Yeah. All the way through.
Through and through.
What about you, Chop Suey? Spicy?
I'm all about that spice. I like dry spice.
Dry spice.
Real dry spice.
Well, then.
Island spice.
I want to change my answer.
Yeah. Go.
I'm not as spicy as DJ Chop Suey. Let's be real.
Well, then you're both going to love this segment because you're going to be able to kick it up a notch, and you are all in on the dry spices. So today on our segment, Do You Know What's Popular? We're going to survey some of the most expensive spices out there on the market today.
Oh.
So just to give you a frame of, humans have been using spices in their cooking for ages, for centuries. And at some points, they've been almost more valuable than gold. Like black pepper used to be called black gold because of its value. And people were trading for it literally with gold coins in the Roman times. The current global spice trade is somewhere north of $15.4 billion annually.
Billion with a B?
With a big fat B.
15
B is in boy.
billion.
Billion.
For the spices.
For all the spices.
All of them.
For the spice trade.
That's nothing.
All our Star Wars fans out there. Spice runners.
We doing the paprika run?
The paprika run in 2.45 parsecs. Yeah,
Dang.
so 15.4 billion as of 2020. So just about 2 years ago. And that's everything. I think that's probably including most things that you can find on the table in a restaurant, certain specific things that are probably in your kitchen.
Yeah. Do you think the prices or the amount of spice sales went up because of the last couple of years?
Oh, that's a great point. More home cooking. People at home just getting off the computer at work and just going right into the kitchen or working in the kitchen in some cases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for another time.
I would definitely say that is true. That is probably a big factor. I mean, I think that happened before. I mean, it was up in the billions already. So I think it's only just gone up. And I also think people's tastes are becoming more refined in at least the Western cuisine culture. So people are looking for ways to spice up their
we live pretty bland lives.
Their little garden parties,
Yeah. That's because all these other countries are just eating rice and beans. And then we got to spice things up, okay? We can't just eat rice and beans.
The funny thing is I think other countries just have more naturally developed palates. And here we really are meat and potatoes and kind of country. But I, in my adult life, have come to really enjoy spiciness. But you gotta be careful. Thai restaurants can get crazy.
That's how they get you.
When they go, would you like it spicy? I always ask, what's your scale? Because if it's a genuine Thai restaurant, they're 1 to 10, and they look at you and they see a skinny white guy. They're like, yeah, you're gonna want a 3.
But we'll really give you a 1.
And the first time they did that, I was like, no, give me a 5. Couldn't finish the meal. Couldn't finish it. It was that hot. On a 5, on a scale of 1 to 10, a 5. Couldn't do it.
I go to Indian places and they look at me and go, how spicy you want? I go, how do you eat it?
Yeah.
That's it. You sure? I go, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
I
Then we
just
don't
say,
see it for 3
just
days.
give it to me in a bowl of water. your least spicy thing.
A lot of milk.
He needs some milk.
Now, here's one more thing before we get into the tops. I don't really like heat that's just like I'm gonna light your mouth.
Hot heat, yeah.
Pour gasoline and light the match. I like the stuff that's accompanied by flavors. So
yeah, you don't like that chili pepper heat where it's it's just what do they call those?
Ghost peppers, California Reaper or Carolina Reapers.
You're more into that canned heat kind of thing.
Yeah. That candy.
I like
the
candy.
Scoville scale.
The Scoville.
Yeah, you're not about that Scoville.
Is it
heat.
Scoville or Scoville?
That Scoville scale.
Scoville.
We'll let you guys figure it out.
It's French.
But yeah, so I will preface this. The list that I have, these aren't all hot spice. These are flavor spices. So most of the stuff on here is not
Probably Scoville.
Not
Double L. My bad.
So we're just gonna go through the top 10. A lot of these are estimates, just to let you know.
Himalayan sea salt.
Himalayan sea salt. $1 million a pound. No. So here we go. Number 10. This is Pasilla the Oaxaca chile.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I know I did Oaxaca right. I know I did Oaxaca right.
Yep.
I think Pasilla. But these are like a rare chili for Oaxaca in Mexico. And they're smoke dried, so you get a little bit of the kind of probably a little bit of chipotle kind of flavor in there, which that's one of my favorite flavors. It's just like that rich chipotle in a sauce kind of flavor. These come in around $30 a pound, just under $29 USD a pound. But they can actually go up a little higher, 40 to 60.
Real quick, you said smoked chili Oaxaca peppers.
Yeah.
You know him. The guy we run camera with used to. Glenn. He grows his own peppers.
Yeah.
Smokes his own peppers, and he makes Glenn's blend.
We got to get some of Glenn's blend.
I have some of Glenn's blend.
What?
Yeah.
You've been holding out on us.
He does small batch. So
Okay.
it's like, he'll like, those little like crack or whatever, shakers, whatever they call them.
Yeah, little
grinders.
Bottle. Oh,
yeah, little bottles. And he'll do like maybe 30 of them at a time, like at most.
Wow.
So
That's amazing. I'd like to taste that.
Yeah. I'll get you some.
So the pepper world is pretty crazy, and the dried stuff is really important because you can mix it into salsas, sauces, soups, stews. You can grind it up.
You can put that shit on everything.
You can literally get it in there.
I think that's taken.
So here we go. Number 9, going up the list, climbing up this list, we have cardamom.
That makes sense. It's a sweater.
Cardigan, yeah, of course. Cardamom, it comes in 2 varieties. I found this out, black and green. I didn't know that. I think we're more commonly using green. And it's popular in Indian cuisine. And it's kind of got more of like from what I remember, it's kind of like a softer flavor. It's used more as like a grounded up kind of.
The earthy.
Yeah, more like in the cinnamon family.
Mm.
That's like cardamom to me. It's like a soft, almost sweet kind of flavor. But it's used in, I think, teas sometimes too, because it has like anxiety kind of like certain smells, I guess, can like reduce anxiety.
It's in the ginger family is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, maybe you could.
Oh, that's what it says here.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Perfect. Ginger family. But it's not a root. That's what's interesting. It's a seed.
Yeah.
So the flavor is there, but it's a seed instead of a ginger root. So what other like I'm playing the game a little wrong. What other like spices? I'll take a minute to see what other spices you guys have in your cupboards.
Yeah, pink Himalayan sea salt. That's the most expensive.
Yeah. Gotta make sure it's way up high.
Yeah. Are all pre-crushed black pepper? That's expensive.
Oh, so like the little kernels?
No, already crushed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Already ground up.
Already ground.
I don't want to do the work. I got weak wrists.
What was that? America's Test Kitchen says any unground black pepper is better than any pre-ground black pepper.
I believe that.
So even if you got the cheapest, not ground little kernel, whatever, what do they call them? Of black pepper corns.
Yeah, I think they're peppercorns.
Yeah.
They're like little seeds somewhere.
Those will be better than any pre-ground.
That makes sense because all the flavors locked in there.
Yeah, it's locked in the tiny balls.
And then you just you let it out.
Yeah, unleash it
all over the place. But yeah, no, black pepper. It was on the list of like top 20, top 15. Just because
it's basic.
Yeah, but it's not cheap. Like when you have to go out and get it.
We talking like paprikas here. Some ginger.
No paprika, no ginger.
I'm basic. I'm a cheap spice. If I was in the Spice Girls, I'd be cheap spice.
Probably. It is funny. My wife is kind of telling people like she'll call some of our friends who have like the clean haircut and like very metro, like she'll call them Spice Boys. They don't like that.
That is funny.
But it is funny because now I call them Spice Boys as well. This one's going to be a little out of left field for you probably. It's called the kaffir lime leaves. Is that 36 pounds? This $36 a pound. And it's literally like it's kind of like the bay leaf.
It looks bay
You know,
leafy.
where you put it in a stew and it unlocks the flavor from heating it up over time. So this ends up in a lot of Asian dishes, a lot of stir fries, rice dishes, and it kind of adds flavor through kind of that unlocking. This one I'd like to try just because I do like stews. I like curries. I don't know if you put it in a curry, but I'm sure you can use it in a lot of different things. But it's in that bay leaf kind of seasoning.
Yeah.
Here's one you probably, I don't know. It's probably got different levels, different families. But I missed the grains of paradise, by the way. I'm not familiar with that one, but that one's right above the kaffir lime leaves.
So it's 8.
In value, yeah. But moving on, this is one that has a family of seeds that actually I think we use a lot and consume a lot. Cumin.
Ah, yeah, that's the one.
This is black cumin seeds. So whenever you eat a taco, you're probably eating cumin. It's just part of that kind of Southwest, Latin flair. It's ground up seeds.
Put all that cumin in there.
Mix it in.
They didn't put the thing over the U, so I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Cumin, the little dash, the two circles, the two little dots.
This is a family show.
Middle East and South Asia also grow a lot of this black cumin seeds. Dude, now every time I gotta say it, I'm gonna say it wrong.
There's no umlaut.
But also, I guess people are also from these black cumin seeds because typically it's like a brown powder from like brown seeds that you grind up. And you can cook with cumin. It is funny. I guess cumin is more like Indian because when you go to
curry a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it's funny because like they've adapted it so much into Latin food. But I've cooked with actual cumin seeds, just the brown ones, and that actually adds a nice kind of like texture. And
They're the spices of the world. I mean, they're not just the one region.
Nobody owns these.
They're God spices, really.
God spices. Organic black cumin oil is now a thing where they like must squeeze all this stuff and
cumin extract.
Yeah.
Dude, we're gonna be doing the cumin challenge in a week or something.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, God. No.
Hey,
New
man.
segment.
They are God spices, after all. All right, here we're in the top 5 already, so we are moving through nicely. But the long pepper, this is, of all the things on the list, this is probably one that I'm most interested in getting my hands on. Also known as pipli, or pipli. This comes in at $47 a pound. They are like little. They look like long raspberries.
Tiny pine cones.
Tiny pine cones.
Yeah, I do see the raspberry.
Yeah.
There's some red ones.
Yeah, but
Them probably dry out, I imagine.
so they're probably in the vein of a lot of lentil curries, marinades, long peppers are combined with herbs, but it's harder to find than regular black pepper. So they're in the same family. You find it, you grind it up, and you use it in the same type of way as like a black pepper, which makes me want to try it. I just want to see what it's like. Finely ground, it's kind of a sprinkle in, kind of mix in kind of spice. So I'd be down for trying to find some long peppers.
Seems like you got to put that in a cheese grater. How big they are.
It's probably
What number is that?
that was number 5.
Oh, so we got to come on. Let's get the expensive ones, man.
Yeah. So here we go. This is where we're starting to get.
Oh, these are the ones my wife wants all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. This is it. Malab. Which is coming in at like $69
Nice.
$69 a pound. I found some 50 to 60 a pound to 70. And this is the interesting one. These are cherry seeds.
Really?
So one of the reasons why it's so expensive is to like harvest them. You have to like get the flesh off of the seed so that people can then you sell them in bulk in the seed form, and then people grind them up into like a flavorful.
Well, cherry seeds, don't they have arsenic?
These must be safe.
Eat it. I'm telling you.
So yeah, these are from St. Lucie cherries. So yeah, man, they must either in the process of drying them out, maybe
Lucy's a good girl.
Lucy.
She wouldn't do that.
I think Lucy.
Oh.
And so yeah, they crack open the cherry pits. So it must be the inside that is okay. But I didn't know that about cherry pits.
Something like
Good to
that.
know.
Or is it cyanide? What is it? It's a poison of some sort.
So all these people, these are just cult suicide spices that we're getting into.
Yeah, cherry pits release chemical called amygdalin, which your body converts into cyanide.
Thanks, body.
Yeah. Got to
look
get rid
it
of
up.
this amygdalin or whatever it is. Yeah, let's just make it cyanide. There could be nothing wrong with that, right?
Let's just convert it. I want an Osmosis Jones TV show that is just all about the stuff. Just like slacking off in the factory warehouse down in the gut, and they're just like, yeah, you put it over there.
Yeah.
Starts transforming. Number 3, let's do it. Vanilla Bean, 200 a pound.
Is he related to Mr. Bean?
He's more closely related to Vanilla Ice. So, yeah. So vanilla beans can go for $50 a pound, which is like pretty low for like the cheap stuff, up to $200 a pound for Madagascar vanilla beans, which is funny because like that vanilla bean ice cream must either be like a flavor, like a synthetic flavor.
Yeah.
Because there's ain't no way they're putting $200 a pound beans in my $4 gallon ice cream.
No, $12 here.
Think about that conversion.
Well, $12 here on vanillabeankings.com.
Vanilla Bean Kings?
Yeah.
I thought
for
you were,
whole grade B pods
I thought
for
you said
extract making.
Vanilla Bean Kinks. I'm like,
That's only for 5 beans, though.
all the beans.
Yeah, $175 for a pound.
I want all the beans. All right. We're in the top 2 here. Any guesses? Top 2.
Saffron.
All right. That's number 1.
Can I change my answer?
Go ahead.
Saffron. Cinnamon.
Saffron. You want to do number 1 or number 2 first? Now that you
Right.
guessed.
Well, I guess 2.
2, yeah.
Who cares?
At this point, we're all disappointed.
This one was actually the most interesting one on the list. Fennel pollen.
Yeah, that's what I said. Fennel.
So this is valued $200 to $450 a pound.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's like the little pollen, literally the pollen that comes out of the plant.
It's that bullshit that makes you sneeze in the spring.
It's the bullshit that makes you sneeze.
You
but
should stop selling drugs.
the thing that I feel bad about,
Yeah.
this is like stealing from bees though. Like the bees need pollen to
Or you go,
their stuff.
you're beating up bees. Like, bee, give me all that pollen. You punch
Pow,
it.
pow, pow,
Or
pow,
you take a
pow.
vacuum, do it, and, like just suck off all the pollen.
So here's the weird thing. It's not difficult to grow. Fennel grows everywhere. It probably grows in your parks, in your backyards. It'll grow anywhere. But you have to pick it by hand to get the pollen out.
And then you got to fight bees for
And
it.
you're fighting
A lot of
bees.
territorial
You're
stuff
kicking
going
up,
on.
your friends are doing karate with the bees while you're like, like picking. And so, yeah,
Just tap it.
to get it, now you know how the bees feel out there. To get a gram of fennel pollen just takes probably like an hour. Just because
But
you're
it makes the honey taste good.
picking.
You get that fennel honey. Know what I'm saying?
So I have no idea what this tastes like. They say of anise, citrus, licorice, pepper,
star
and
anise.
saffron.
Star anise, I believe.
Star anise. So yeah, I would like to try this someday.
You want to try this one too with the long black pepper?
The long black pepper, man. Just get it in my mouth. And then finally,
Do they refer to it as culinary fairy dust? Did you say that?
no.
Oh.
Do they?
Yeah, there's a reason why chefs often refer to fennel pollen as culinary fairy dust.
Why?
Because its notes of anise, licorice, citrus, and honey make it both a flavor and flavor booster.
Flavor booster. There you go. I'm going to get my hands on some of that, whether I got to pick it myself. I wonder if I just went out and picked it myself, what would happen? That'd be funny.
Then some government official of the spice world's going to come find you.
doing?
You'd be on their turf, man.
These are
Yeah.
God's spices, for crying out loud. Do you know what you're doing? Sacrilege. All right, here we go. Saffron, number 1, $1,000 a pound.
Oh my God.
Boom.
It's probably not even that good.
This is the reason why. Again, it's hand pick it. You need like 170,000 flowers to make 1 pound of saffron. And each flower has only 3 of the little, what do they call it? Stigmas. And each one, it only has 3. So you pick those 3, and that's all you can get out of that flower.
Can we
And
get
that's
these?
the saffron. It's the stigmas out of the flower.
We got to get these genetically modified to have like 6 to 12 stigmas.
There you go.
Yeah.
GMO.
Luke's
GMO
got at least 8 stigmas, and it's only Monday.
We all got stigmas. But yeah, dude, saffron. I can't tell you that I've ever just had saffron in my mouth. But
In my ice cream, yeah.
am I really?
No.
Saffron ice cream? But I would like to try it. now that I know it's the most expensive spice in the world.
That was you and your money making schemes with time travel and everything.
Yeah,
You'll get
dude.
there.
Just keep rewinding after you pick off the 3 spice.
3.
30. Ching, ching, ching.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that is it. Our spice section for the day. Do you know what's popular? Now you do. The top 3 coming in: vanilla beans, fennel pollen, and saffron.
And we learned I'm very bland.
You are no spice at all. No spice at all. So yeah, any questions?
Salt, pepper,
Yeah. You're like, that's all I need.
paprika,
All I need is some salt.
onion, and garlic.
I don't even want the peppercorns.
Grind them up for me already. Just put them in the cupboard.